Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 18th episode of the Defiance Central Podcast. A little bit different this week because we're actually doing this live streamed on Cal's stream. So, with me today, I have Cal, and I also have Matt. Say hello, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
And we'll say hi to the chat that is here with us. We've got a fair few people in this, but we'll get right ahead. So, what have we all seen within the Defiance world this week? Anyone?
I mean, stuff.
I've mostly been waiting, man. Waiting for the end of July.
I have to say that it's about what? Well, if everything goes to plan, it's about 20 odd days, isn't it? Until
yeah, it's getting there. I have to say I'm slightly. I want the public test server.
Public test servers, I think, need to be coming out as soon as possible.
Well, they were. Let's be honest. They were promised a while ago, like something that was in the works.
They weren't promised. He said that Nathan Richardson said he was going to be looking at it.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's gone from what everybody wants. But I was looking through the dev tracker, and somebody was asking about how they were wanting a trial or a demo or something like that, Defiance to show their friends. And Lance turned around and said there was something in the works. So it could be something like that. You never know.
Good.
Isn't there a recruit to friends now? Because I know friends of mine have been trying to get their friends to play and have been getting like extra rewards for getting their friends to play.
As far as I'm aware, there isn't a trial.
Yeah, I think it's just persuading them to buy the game, which is interesting.
Well, yeah, okay. There's not really like a free.
It's
trial.
like a trial. Yeah,
that's true.
It came out just at the right time though, because if for those who play with who use Raptor to track their playtimes. Raptor did one a couple of weeks ago where you could get 30% off if you were like amateur or something like that.
Yeah.
Which does bring me into the next thing. The other rewards have come out on Raptor now. So you've got the starter reward, which gives you the XP boosts and the script boosts, and you also have the Drifter starter pack, if I think it's called, where you get the Drifter outfit. But you need to be elite on that, and I'm really annoyed because Raptors stopped tracking my Defiance stats, so I'm like at hardcore or something like that. It's really annoying.
They This is very random, but seeing as there was an awkward pause, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up.
I was about to say, darn it, Matt, you screwed up the awkward pause number one of tonight.
That's one, so someone needs to be keeping count in chat. But I noticed that they've been promoting the game a lot more on the Sci-Fi channel. Like, I've seen actual advertisements for the game now that aren't crappy.
They weren't in the episode this week, though.
No,
it wasn't in the episode, though. It's just like, because I've had the Sci-Fi channel on all week, and man, I've seen some interesting movies. But they've also been showing advertisements for the game, which I thought was like, oh, they finally started doing that now. Thanks, guys. It took a while.
It's only nearly the end of the series.
Yeah, I think now that the series is ending, they're promoting the game to try to get people to move over there until season 2 starts. Which is whatever. Just, only now do you care about us when you're no longer making money off of the show.
It's one thing my wife actually turned around and said to me, it's like, she really likes the show, but she says that she's only seen a handful of game advertisements through it, and they don't even show it while the show is actually on.
What I had envisioned before the game came out is like you have to show, and what is it in America? Every 10 minutes there's a commercial.
7.
Well, wow, really?
Well, it's either 7 or 10 depending on the show.
They do it completely different over in the States, don't they? Because it's like they show the end of the well, like with 5 minutes to go, there's a commercial, then they end the show, then they start the next show, then they do it 5 minutes in, and then carry on like that.
Yeah, it's either 7 or 10 minutes. I can't remember if it was 7 or 10, but it's either 7 or 10 minutes of the show, and then they have a 4-minute commercial break. It's terrible. No, guys, it's really bad. That's why I watch all of my shows online.
But what I wanted to see, what I had envisioned was like awesome game trailers in those commercial blocks, and then like DLC coming next week. Offers play for example with the Steam thing, play it for free on Steam now this weekend, stuff like that. I think that would have really made a lot of difference in terms of like at least bringing it more under attention during the show is running. And I mean, it doesn't really matter that much because I think they will be pushing the game a lot more when like in the off season. So like after next week, because next week's already shamefully the last episode.
Is it? I thought there was one more after next week.
No, next week's last episode.
Yes. I think the season final. Well, we will get that. We will get that.
Hold on. I haven't opened the magical website. IMDb.
I can actually say there is only one more episode, but I can't remember what it's called.
Which magical website do you speak of, Matt?
IMDb.com. Go check out IMDb.com. You should really check out IMDb.com. IMDb.com's great. There is only one more episode. I can vouch for this now. Wow, I thought there was 2 more episodes left. Well, well, it means next week's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was I watched it with my wife earlier on this evening, and I actually watched the trailer for next week's episode. I was like, God damn it! Because the end of this week's episode was so nice.
Oh, it was, I think.
Right, let's not get into that yet, though.
Let's not get back.
I mean, you're always on my case for staying on topic. It's fine, but then I want to talk about other stuff as well.
Right. So, yes, this week in Defiance, the game, the incursions from the Vulge have been introduced, which they've got a pursuit, and they also have 6 emergencies that have come into play. Now, they look kind of cool. But people have been moaning that they're too hard.
Oh, that's never a bad thing.
I went onto the forums the other day. I was like, nerf the Vulge. It's like, why would you want to do that?
I mean, so far, like the hardest thing was probably like the dark matter and maybe the
dark matter
special mobs that they added when Ren was coming to San Francisco. Now, that wasn't, let's be honest, that wasn't that hard. And like some more difficulty is always nice, especially when they come with this sort of weekly content. So I don't know, I quite liked it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if they put any more in. I mean, like you were saying, it's good that they keep adding in the content, and I don't think this one was so much as the episodica stuff, because you've still got the Echelon Mercenaries round, haven't you? I think in that Hunt Nolan one.
Yeah, but are those the same mobs?
No, different mobs.
Yeah.
These are actually like sitting around, like, the ones that always used to get in the way of your races and stuff like that. Which
which is another thing people still whine about.
I really enjoyed it. I love the idea that you had to dodge it.
I think when it spawns in front of you.
Oh no! If it spawns right on top of you, which I had done before, then that's annoying.
Dude, why people made such a big deal about an arcfall spawning in the middle of a race? You just get off your bike, clear the arcfall, and then just
continue the race. And now you have like a crazy 20-minute long score.
Yeah, no, but then you restart your race. I mean,
it's just, it gets to a point where it's not frustrating because it's bad, but if you're already having issues with some of the races, then it doesn't really help that, oh, hey, here's an arcfall in your face.
Go
now restart for the 5th time. You have to play this race again because you suck.
I know, but since they nerfed the way to get key codes, I would have welcomed the arcfall more than the race. Saying that, I was reading through the patch notes. They increased the codes from minor arc falls, so you can get like 3 now from a minor arc fall, which is kind of cool. So you had people going away to farm something now.
Does that mean that, like, if you participate in a big arc fall and you clear all, that the minor ones count?
I don't know. I think that,
or is it just the individual ones that will be crazy?
I would think it's the individual ones.
That would be crazy if it was also for the big ones.
But if it is only those small ones, those individual ones, then you're going to have a little bit of a hard time catching to them, because I mean the problem with 20 people doing those is that they are crazy fast to be over with.
They shouldn't like they used to be, where they were crazy hard because there were so many people on it. And it was like, well, we're just going to keep scaling it up. Okay,
keep going. That's like 6 elite monarchs.
We're at 500% difficulty rating.
Over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
What's the power level?
No, but the patches came out and they took Charlie out. Charlie, the lone security crossing monitor bloke.
I think I got a PM on the forums about some kind of petition to bring Charlie back.
Yeah, they were trying to get him to stop or like put a statue of him there or something like that, because they just wanted him in.
Save Charlie! Oh yeah, he's got. Oh my God, Vega on the forums, dude. You've got it going on. He's got the signature, says "Remember Charlie," and he's got a picture of Charlie. This is never forget as his avatar. There it is.
I thought that was always funny how people, like the NPC that wasn't actually meant to be there, and it took him God knows how long to take out, still gets a petition page. Will people stop?
Stop with what?
Stop the blinking, the beeping. Right. No, as we said earlier about the invite your friends. You get rewards for each time somebody buys the game. I think it is, and you can get like boost stock, lock boxes, vehicles, and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. Always gives away, always gives a reward for trying to get your people into it.
Well, yeah, but it would be a lot easier to get your free crap if there was a way for people to try out the game before they could buy it.
Aye.
So, also, I've noticed the Explore the Show button is larger than the Explore the Game button on the website. What are you trying to say, Sci-Fi?
What? Really?
Why is your button bigger than ours? Huh?
It's all about the size, isn't it?
Size matters not, guys. Size matters.
Sci-Fi is an American company. Yes, size does matter. It matters greatly.
I don't want to talk about American business practices at the moment.
This is the part where I found out that Sci-Fi is based out of Canada. No, it's NBC Universal. Yeah.
Wait, America. Where I'm looking at it. Where's this Explore the Game and Explore the Show button?
It's on like the front page of the site, Defiance.com.
Yeah, you see, that just takes me now to...
I don't see it.
It takes it to a funky page now. A game page, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That right there? The one I just put in chat? I don't know why I put it in stream chat, because we have Skype. But it was already open. Yeah, it's like the splash page that they've had. They used to have the one that was split down the middle, and on the left side they had the show, and on the right side they had the game. And they had that funky map for the show, which I right.
Well, the new side looks much better, though.
Aye.
Yeah, the new game site looks awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you say that the watch the show button is bigger than the buy now button for the thing, I was thinking, well, the page is like for the entire game. If you were looking at that new one.
But look, it says season finale Monday, 9/8 Central. How did I not know this until today? It says it in big letters on the front of my monitor. Because this is always open, apparently.
Stupid. Right, with you guys having the America Day, the 4th of July.
America Day.
Yeah, America turned 2013 years old, apparently, to my Twitter feed.
No, dude, the world is 2014 years old. What are you talking about?
I would like to start a donation fund to educate the stupid people in America.
Oh my God, you have just angered so many people.
No. I'm not saying that every American is stupid. I'm just saying that we need to send you guys some help, because if you think that America is 2013 years old, then you need some help.
I don't know. The UK is just as bad. We've got this woman saying she judges children on their first names.
Well, you guys are. How old is England? When was that formed? Does anyone even know?
England,
because I'm just assuming it's been here forever.
Yeah, England just founded every other bloody country.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, but no, there was people when the year changed earlier this year. When the year changed, people were posting on Twitter like, "Oh, hey, or the world's happy birthday, world! You're 2013 years old now." And I'm just sitting there like,
dumbasses.
No, you're really wrong.
Well, dinosaurs were only 1,000 years old, right? 1,000 years ago. So hey, makes sense now.
But anyway, back to the sale. With the 4th of July, they are doing a 50% off the outfit sale until the 7th, I think it is. So it covers the whole weekend. Now, it's a bit of a PSA, this, a public service announcement. Don't go buying stuff that is based on a website. Only because it won't be the same as your character.
Huh?
Each of the outfits are race and gender specific.
I see.
So it's like one, I think the one that everybody's having a go at is like the Outlander outfit or something like that. Do you know the one with the hat and the crime lord outfit? It looks really good on the Erathians. But on a human female, it's basically a army hat with a mask.
Well, that's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. So in game, there is a preview window. That is what it'll look like on your character. Not on the website. It'll look like your character on your screen in your preview window. So please.
You can't. Can you buy it on the web? You can't buy it on the website.
No, but I mean, when they promoted it on the website and stuff like that, there's somebody saying on the forums that it was false advertisement.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. All these lawyers come out to play. That it was
freedom
false.
of speech and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't even America. What are you talking about? You live in Europe.
No, so he was saying it looked like this on the website, and this is what it looked like on my character. Yeah, it gave him fair warning of what it looked like on your character. So I don't know.
I feel like every time, before you buy like an armor item or some kind of cosmetic item in the store, a window needs to pop saying, "Hey, stupid! You need to check this first."
Is that just how people speak to you? It's stupid.
No, but it's how I have to speak to some people.
Right.
Do you want to mention those people on tonight's podcast?
No. I guess people will get mad at me.
The last thing I think not the last thing that I was going to cover from the game. We got one more after this, but by the looks of it, Cal, you asked a while ago, didn't you? And from what I was looking at the forums, it seems to have Defiance seems to have no presence at Gamescom.
Nope, I will be going anyway, Joe.
Making assumptions though, they could change it, but making assumptions. By the looks of it, they're not going.
Quite honestly, last year. I knew 3 months in ahead that Defiance was going. The fact that 1 month ahead they don't know if they're going or not, or there's no news or anything, pretty much says to me that Defiance won't be there. I'm still hoping that Tryon will have a presence though, because Tryon has had a huge track record on Gamescom for both the community and for hype.
Yeah, well, you've got, what have you got? End of Nations, Warface,
realistically,
Arcade, yeah.
realistically, I don't think they have anything to show on End of Nations yet, because my understanding is they started over.
Yeah.
Additionally, it will be really confusing for people who don't know that much about End of Nations, but have seen End of Nations for the last 4 years, because that's how long it's been going to Gamescom, to see it again on the floor, where I think that the PR people in Trine will probably be smarter than that and just pull it for a year. I don't see Rift going there, with it being free to play, meaning that the only real title that Tryon has at the moment that has potential at Gamescom would be either the Defiance DLC, which I half expected, but now no longer expect, or Archage.
Yeah, I think Archage.
And I can actually, hang on, if you guys continue, I will have a look at the floor plan.
Okay. Did you guys ever have a chance to play End of Nations while it was open?
I did.
Yes, I loved it.
I absolutely.
There was nothing wrong with that game.
I don't really get into a lot of RTS games, especially those kind of like always online RTS games. But I enjoyed it.
Well, it was a cross between an RTS and a MOBA, wasn't it? That's what got me.
You and your MOBAs.
Yes.
You go everything a MOBA. It's just no.
Well, you classed it as a MOBA. You had
everything's
people on one team.
Massive online battle arena. How is it a massive online battle arena?
Well, really, I never knew what it stood for, but now I think it's really stupid that it stands for that. Massive online battle. Oh yeah, 4v4. Very nice.
I might have the massive wrong though. Hang on. Hang on, shit.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
Well, it's fine. We will cut that out to no ever know. Oh shit!
It's okay.
I stream.
It's live.
It's okay. It's on the stream. Yeah, he's you can see him googling it right now. Look at him.
No, but I thought it was really good, and I like to see it. I want to get my hand on Archage. I really do. But Defiance, I want the DLC so much. I just want it. I want to hold it. I want to play it. I want to charge play it.
I'm having an MMO crisis. I've got Defiance right now, and then I'm playing another game that we won't talk about because I feel guilty about playing it. And then we've got Wildstar coming up, and then we got FX Final Fantasy 14 coming out again, and then next year Star Citizen's coming out, and I'm going to disappear from everywhere when Star Citizen gets released.
I was there. Have you seen the new website? It looks lush. It's fantastic. And I've migrated my account and my Aurora and everything like that.
Wow. I just did a search on the Gamescom website, and Tryon isn't listed.
No?
Which would break my heart, to be honest. That's really true.
It's because they've got something big planned. They're announcing their next sci-fi MMORPG. Yay, more MMOs.
Right. What? I don't know. Right, I think what I was going to say is, do you think it's a good or a bad thing that they're not going, or Defiance hasn't got a presence?
I don't live in Germany, so
it's totally understandable. It's just a shame, though, because for all the obvious reasons, it's a shame.
But I'm just annoyed because, I'm not annoyed because I can't make it to Gamescom, but it's going to be that if they're not at Gamescom, they're definitely not going to be in Eurogamers the month after.
Well, they weren't at Eurogamer last year as well, so they won't be.
Well, they technically were because they had Warface. They were there with Warface, with Crytek.
What they're publishing, though, not developing.
Still had a small presence because Frank was there and Chiara was there. The PR, the community management team was there, which is all I wanted to see. Anyway, right, we've said about the DLCs. I got asked the other day, what would we like to see in the DLC, in the upcoming DLCs? So, what would you like to see? Anything specific?
Yeah, Matt, what would you like to see? Okay, this has to be explained because people won't see the chat during the recording. But Matt just said in my IRC, guys, don't tell them I'm AFK for 2 minutes. So, yeah.
I didn't even see that. I wasn't even
No,
looking.
I know. I'm a dick. No. Yes. No, what I'm looking forward to, what I want to see is like a lightsaber. That's what I want to see. I know those will be in the DLC. They won't be called lightsabers, but maybe they're even cooler than lightsabers. But I just want to swing those swords around. What I ideally want to see is have those actually like proper combat, like a lot of different swings, a lot of combos, a lot of animations. Now I think I have to compromise a little bit in that respect, because I think it will be the basic left click to swing and right click to charge and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm still slightly hoping for a little bit more complicated and diverse fighting system than that. But either way, it's going to be awesome to swing swords around and have them equipped as a secondary weapon, which we saw in the what was it?
E3, wasn't it?
E3 video, yes.
Yeah. Now, what I'm more on about is like in the future. This is DLC 1 of 5. So we still got the potential. Well, we've still got 4 DLCs coming, and whatever free ones they want to throw in the middle of it. Now, be it with the guild bank or the an end game or something like that. What do you think?
In that regard, I'm just going to shout it one more time, and that's esports. I also don't think that will happen, because I don't think Defiance had a big enough of a successful launch and a big enough stir inside the gaming industry to actually do that. But
yeah, I would have liked it. It didn't get that revered. No, it's not even a word, is it? It wasn't received frightfully well, was it?
Well, I think a lot of people misjudged it and saw that there was too much focus on PvE, and the PvP content they saw as lacking, meaning that there was not a hell of a lot of shooter PvP players got into it, in my opinion, meaning that also effectively kills all your chance of actually having some competition going. Which is a shame, because in the background they are actually having an elo system. Their matchmaking system is actually pretty elaborate, which would have been a nice jump to some ranked matches and queue and such like that.
In the regards of PvP, I want to see a tournament host. Do you know, like they did in Guild Wars, where you could get 5 teams or 6 teams, put them up against each other, and they'll do a bracket system or something like that, or custom games. So
yeah, I definitely think more PvP maps is definitely needed.
I mean, we've got Freight Yard. What more do you want?
There we go. He's back. I was just about to write. Are you back? Right. What do you see? What do you want to see out of future DLCs? We know that we've got the Charge Blades, the new 4-player vehicle, the new race. What do you want to see?
I want to see a new storyline, like a new, like legitimate storyline, like the campaign was when the game was released.
I want to see Von Buck become Kick-Ass. I agree with that as well.
Yes, and Von Buck will come back in the storyline, and he'll have superpowers. It'll be Central 4.
Part of me had hoped that storyline would have already been pushed out, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's so much that still needs to be done in that regard. I mean, the story isn't finished. The season is almost over. If they really want to push out all the 5 DLCs, then they have been either already working their ass off, or they're never really going to make it.
Really because their ass off.
I mean, there's 6 months, 8 months between the next season and the new season.
Yeah, it'll be about that. They're gonna have to do 1 a month, aren't they?
Well,
really?
That's a crazy timeline.
Unless they've started on a shed load of the stuff and got it reworked.
That is possible. And I think that's the only way to make it, to be honest, because pushing out a DLC each month and actually having them like DLCs that actually make people happy as well with the amount of content in them.
Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. If they're starting to push one out each month and they're charging $10 for it, or what was it, 12? Was it 12?
It was 10 if you buy them individually. With the season pass, you get 1 for free.
Yeah. with the amount that they're going to spend on it, and with the amount of playtime they're going to get from it, it needs to be a good DLC. So this one's what? This is now 3 months after launch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But a lot of that time that was spent between the launch and now was also working on ironing out bugs and balancing.
Well,
and bug
yeah. Let's be realistic. They probably lost effectively like 1.5 months on polish, bug fixes, and other stuff, which was mainly caused because they were forced to launch. I always say like certain games need like a few more months development time. Yeah, I was about to say. Well, that game needed about a year more development time, but okay.
That's my secret game, by the way.
But
in case anyone was wondering,
in the case of like Defiance, there's just no way. They couldn't even launch a day later because I mean, it would screw up everything.
Yeah, well, they had a hard date for over.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it was over a year, but it was close. And I know it was from E3 last year. They were already advertising spring.
Aye.
And then it went to April. What was it? Third?
Second. I started my new job.
Yeah.
And that's efficiently when when I had my ass kicked. Right. Is there anything else that we want to bring up from the game?
I just want to quickly throw it out there that if anyone's going to Gamescom, you should, and you want to meet me or you want to meet up as either Defiance community or Defiance Central community, or you just want to punch me in the face, send me a message.
Right, I'm getting on a plane right away.
There may be rewards for anyone that has proof that they punched him in the face.
Your quest.
Not that I have anything to give away.
Keychains or something like that, right?
Well, what's Matt? What's he wearing?
I don't, that's not the one that I was supposed to get though.
Oh no, you don't want to see my webcam and see what's up on my wall then.
Yeah, weren't you supposed to send me a flash drive? You guys suck.
Oh no, I've still got your flash drive somewhere.
Yeah, and you'll still have it a year from now.
Right, let's go on to the TV show.
Yay!
Yay.
We all like talking about the TV show. Right, 2 episodes to catch up on.
Dear.
Who wants to take away the first one?
God, let me go ahead and pull both of them up on my computer.
Blood.
I need like 3 words to remember which episode that was, to be really honest.
Oh crap, hold on. Well,
really? It's the one where they find the dead body and they need one.
Ah, yes, that one was... Okay.
It's funny how it only takes one little thing, and then you know...
Yeah. Then I'm suddenly like, oh yeah.
No, I'm the same way, because I couldn't remember it either.
The Tommy episode, that's what I like to call it.
Did you guys like that episode?
I thought it was great.
I quite liked it.
I have to be honest, it was not a bad episode, but it was so far my least favorite episode.
Yeah, compared to the one from beforehand to that one, it was completely and utterly different.
I still think my favorite moment of the series so far is when the random guy wearing the trash can on his head walked out in the middle of the street and started screaming at this guy. But I don't know. I feel like there may have been another episode that I thought was kind of this is just filler or whatever. But this one, I mean, I thought that one was pretty good, but it's nothing compared to the one that came immediately after it.
Yeah.
But we will get to that.
Yeah, this week's episode was pretty good. So, in other words, this is...
Episode 10.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 or 11. I couldn't... No, I think it's classed as 11 now with the pilot 1 and 2.
How's 1?
No, basically, this is is it the one where Christy and Alec get married properly?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's this whole thing about caste and tradition and all that shit, and they wear like a visor, don't they?
Well, I wouldn't call it a visor.
I would call it a welding shield, to be honest.
Yeah, welding shield
Actually,
without the glass.
It's probably the closest you can get to something that we have. I was trying because a visor would normally just go over the eyes. This thing went over like the eyes, the head, like battle armor.
I actually found that a quite interesting idea, because I mean the way we humans have it, that veil, is it that you put over your head?
Yeah, the veil. Yeah.
It is kind of the same thought though, because the way Stama explained it is still kind of similar to how humans see it.
Yeah.
Although not as blunt and I don't know.
With
hard,
not being able to see.
Or yeah, and having a heavy metal plate in front of your face.
You could just see so many accidents happening.
Right.
Falling over.
Yeah. Right. The episode starts with Alex's bachelor party, and it's kind of a different. Well, it's one of those ones where it's like you look at Game of Thrones with the bedding ceremony and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you lay the chick before before you get married is your last what unchained act or something like that.
I'm staying away from this conversation.
I think that's very smart. No, but what I liked about Alec though is that he wasn't really interested in all that stuff.
Yeah, he was thinking about Chrissy a bit, wasn't he?
Up until a point he was like, this is all fun and games, and then he just knocked the shit out of his friend, which was kind of amusing.
Is it? Am I the only one that took a? Is that Kenya? Was that Kenya?
No, that was not.
It wasn't Kenya.
Okay, because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, that doesn't look like Kenya. I couldn't figure out who it was.
Why? No, that was just some employee.
Random person.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we've ever seen that employee before.
No, but the problem is they needed a human. Oh, what was the lore name again?
Oh, I have no idea.
Night something. Come on.
No.
I don't. I seriously don't remember.
Come on, we need to know this.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah, me neither.
In the second episode, Kenya explains her profession a bit and gives it a fancy name. So not hooker, prostitute, or anything, but she calls it something else.
Companion.
Oh, I can't bloody remember that far back.
You guys suck.
Yeah, just a little.
Look, we'll just call it a companion, and we'll add on some country music
Firefly.
to the theme.
Yeah, now that just reminds me of Firefly. No, but anyway, they have a fight, and he gets put into a wall, breaks the wall, and thus finds a dead body.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird and cool. This is where I think with
Night Porter.
This is where I think Cal was on about. It's like a slow episode because it feels like a filler episode, just a not a main character progression episode.
Well, there was some character progression with Kenya.
Well, yes, but you go. I don't know how to do it. Say it very well.
And with Tommy.
Yeah.
What are you on about? Okay, look. No, that was weird when I said that.
No.
There was plenty of character progression. I think.
Yeah, it had some progression in, but I didn't think. I thought of it more a filler episode. And I am going to say that I felt it was more of a filler episode than anything else.
It was the first real one as well, though.
Yeah. Anyway, they take the body to see Doc Yule, and as they're examining the body, trying to figure out who it is, Tommy knows exactly who it is, and from, what was it, HB? Like a medallion or a ring or something like that.
It was like, I think it was like a medallion.
It was a ring.
Was it a ring? Oh, okay, it was a ring.
And it turned out to be Kenya's husband, who went missing many, many moons ago.
Who was a very lovely fellow.
Yes, by the looks of it.
He had a beautiful mustache.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
He looked like he was from the 40s.
All I could hear about was like cheesy 70s music or something like that behind him. And thinking about putting a flower power shirt on and stuff like that. No, but he reminded me of a lot of Detaktar. In the way that it was very shady. Not abusive, but very, very, very shady.
Yeah. Fact.
Right, and this is where the progression that we were saying comes on, because it was Tommy's first case as a deputy, because it turned out that Tommy was a card hustler or something like that.
In a way, that guy kind of turned Tommy's life around.
Yeah.
I mean, Tommy really, he might have been a dick, and deserves to die, or maybe not. But Tommy kind of regards him as the person that essentially made him into the person he is today. So I think that part of the episode was extremely good, because it tells you a lot about like the guy that Tommy was and the guy he is today. I mean, like all about justice, all about like what is right in the world and how the world should work. And it doesn't sit right with him at all that Nolan just is like, yeah, well, it's not worth pursuing, because it will just stir up more trouble than it's worth.
Well, in two ways, I think he's right. Tommy was right to want to find out who did it, because even though he wasn't a father figure, what was his name, Clancy?
Yeah.
But it was somebody who meant a bit to him because he turned him around. But I also see it from Nolan's point that it was years and years and years and years and years ago. It could have been somebody just traveling through, and it wasn't worth pursuing.
Well, at the time they say that, so Nolan pretty much knows who did what. Come on, let's be realistic.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well,
does he?
He just wants to blame everything on bloody
no.
Datak.
In my opinion, it's Amanda, and the way I saw that episode, I think it's also painfully clear that Nolan knows that, and he's like, yeah, the town doesn't need this at this point.
Yeah.
But he was wrong.
Yeah, of course he was wrong.
But that doesn't matter.
At that point in time, it looked like it was Amanda, and he didn't want to bring in somebody who he could potentially have something with in the future.
Let's just forget about Kenya.
Yes, well,
American Love Story. This is so confusing.
Well, can I just say I'm right?
Yes, fine, whatever.
Okay, we have this on record. That's fine. It's good.
No, but yeah, I can see where I don't know if I was really thinking that in the episode, but I can see where you're coming from. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Now, that is the main bit of the story, except for the bit with Mayor Nikki and Doc Yule, who that kind of surprised me. Did it surprise anybody else?
Yeah, it surprised
a little bit.
me, yeah. Oh, Mr. All-Knowing over here.
Just the fact that she was one of those indigent spies. That's what got me. I would have never have thought that Nikki was
I was really happy to see that, actually, because there was all the ways that I had in my mind that it could play out with her were all kind of mediocre story angles, and this was like something I didn't expect, and yet very acceptable and satisfying.
Yeah, I think we thought the same thing about Tommy too. We were worried that this part would be incredibly small, but we just had a whole episode that was basically that stemmed from him.
It's good to be wrong sometimes, basically.
Yeah.
But in the end, the whole thing behind it, by the way, spoiler here if you haven't watched it and just didn't want to know the punchline. It turned out that while Nikki was being checked up by Doc Yule, the sneaky little That she is.
Snake,
thank you. I was trying to think of a kind word there. Checking out it. He walked in on them and saw that she was indigent and basically turned around, went and got a drink and waited for him to come and thinking that they were going to cut some kind of deal, which wasn't the case as Nikki just smashed him over her head with a cane.
Yeah, that I thought was... Well, of course, I guess we kind of knew at that point that it was going to happen.
You knew he was
that was a very violent way to do it.
Oh, I forgot on one major thing now.
What did you forget?
Our favourite bartender died.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise and shame. That was a guy that probably got credited for like 7 episodes. Had like a really small role, but yet was there like every single round, every single episode. Which, I don't know. I liked the guy. He was cool.
Yeah, Jared. And Nikki killed him as well.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a killing spree or homicidal maniac, whatever you want to call it.
Just a bit.
By the way, Jared was played by a woman. Fun fact.
Really?
I did not know that.
Is the name of the actress.
Jeez. Why would they do that? Oh, probably because he's small, so they needed a smaller actor.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Funnily enough, she's also credited as miscellaneous crew. So they just took like one of the people in the crew's like, well, you're worth.
You're small enough. Just put some fur on or something like that. No, but that happened, and in the end, Doc Yule ends up inviting Nikki to the Medibay and ends up kind of killing her.
Yeah.
I wonder what she did that killed her. Like, I mean, I know she obviously injected something or did something between her fingers.
Yeah, it was 2 injections, wasn't it? One to paralyze and numb the pain, and the other one was, I would think, some kind of indigent poison or something like that.
Yeah, just kind of shut her down.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was quite fast acting as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or it would have had to been anyway on the TV show.
Now, that part for me was the most surprising part of the episode. Not that we found out that she was an indigent, but the fact that she got killed off
that fast.
Yeah. I thought she was going to play a major role there. It's like, no, she's dead.
Fine.
I found it a little bit weird because it puts the entire situation with McCrawleys in a kind of a weird light.
Oh yeah, we just kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, we forgot about a little bit through there as well. Oh, that means Rafe had an affair with an indigent.
Kinky.
No, but the other main thing that we forgot, and it involved Macaulay's and stuff like that, was who was speaking to Rafe? I can't remember. Someone was speaking to Rafe and they were saying there must be something behind the reason why Daytak's doing this. So in the end, Rafe went to Daytak and turned around to him and said, oh, by the way, if anything happens to me, then in my will, the minds go back to the Arathians.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone spoke to Rafe. I
don't think anyone spoke to Rafe. I think Rafe had that planned the entire time already.
Yeah.
And then we kind of saw Daytak freak out a little bit.
And he ended up trying to get Alec to, basically to cancel the wedding.
Yeah.
Which didn't go down too well.
No, Alec, with the support of Rafe, which, by the way, I'm going to be really sad if he gets killed off.
Who, Rafe?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters so far.
I really do like Rafe.
Plus, I really like that actor, too.
Didn't we at the start of the...
We said at the start...
series said that he would get killed off. What was our motivation for that again?
Probably because of the actor.
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't Julie Benz or Jay Murray, then, I mean, somebody has to be killed off. I'm sorry.
We just lost Mayor Nikki.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't a major actor.
Speaking about that, right, so something completely off topic. My wife watches Murder, She Wrote, if you know what that is. It's a book turned into a TV show, and it turned out Julie Benz was in one of them, and she was actually a murderer. She didn't die; she killed people, which I thought was kind of funny.
Is this a thing where Julie Benz dies and everything she's in or something?
Yeah, kinda.
Do we have another Sean Bean on our hands?
Yeah, probably.
She hasn't had the most of luck.
No. No, but anyway, they went through. Daytak tried to get Alec to cancel the wedding. It didn't go through. Rafe said he'll be there for him. La-di-da, la-di-da. They proceed to get married. Disrespect him by not wearing the, what was it, Tilo?
Yeah,
the Tilo. But Stana?
Stama.
Look, I'm just now getting the names down. Okay, she made a
veil for Christy.
Yeah, veil for Christy,
which was kind of. This is where I'm
confused.
I'm in two minds, especially with this last episode. Two minds of her because she'll blatantly lie to Daytak, but then be
crazy loyal. Well,
crazy loyal, yeah.
If we make the leap to the senior implying, I'm pretty sure that she used Kenya the entire time.
Yes and no, and I can't say much more on that.
I think, yeah. I was going to disagree with you. I think she's bluffing.
But there was one scene that made me laugh so hard on this, and that was the last bit where Tommy's sitting there and my brain's gone.
Are you sure this isn't from the next episode?
No, because this is from the wedding.
Yeah. Tommy sits there and oh wow, I hate you and your brain.
I can't remember what it is either. But
my
Arissa comes in.
Arissa, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
in like the worst outfit ever.
Yeah, with the blue bloody funny hat and oh crap.
Kel's got fashion designer on this, guys.
Yes, this is fun. I've just killed my sound card. Or when I say I killed my sound card, I've pulled my headphones out, which are behind my actual PC. So I'm muting.
Well.
Wait, Matt, we're in control? We're in control?
Well, he can't. Well, he's recording, so, well, shit.
Well,
I'm
he can
still
do
here.
Stuff. He's still here?
The good thing is, it's only pulled it out of my capture card. I've just plugged it straight back into my my Astro amp, so I'm kind of cool. Yes, but anyway, where were we?
Guys, we're professionals.
We are
Marissa walks in, and then he went all fabulous on her, so...
Yeah. No, the one bit, he turns round, and what me and my wife thought before rewinding it was like, wow, you look nice. And then she shows him something. But in respect, after we rewound it, he said, wow, no knives. And she hitches her skirt up, and she's got a load of knives strapped to her thigh.
Of course she's got a knife. She's always got knives.
Marissa always has knives, man.
Right.
It doesn't look that bad, Cal. I'm watching the episode again.
Nah, I think it looked horrible. It's not my taste.
The blue mess on her head, that didn't look good.
Yeah. That's like a dead bird.
Right. Is it me? Right. Somebody said this at the very beginning. I think it was from episode 1 to episode 2, right? Does Arissa's makeup change?
Like how?
Her face. Because it's like sometimes it seems like it's really dark. Sometimes it doesn't look really dark and stuff.
I think it's the lighting.
Yeah, because
I think it's just the lighting.
Someone was saying like, yeah, it was inconsistent makeup, but sometimes I think it just looks well out of whack.
I haven't really
actually
noticed, to be honest.
Looking at this now, it does look a little bit lighter on her face than it does on her, like when she hikes her skirt up. But I mean, that's the scene I'm on. I'm watching that again to see the outfit. But it does look lighter, but I don't know if that's the lighting or if she's like supposed to be wearing something like in the show.
Aye.
Which I don't think she would do in the show.
Right. Well, that basically ended that episode, didn't it? Bar Doc Yule writing a fake suicide note for Nikki and then putting her in a car and turning on the exhaust, eh?
It's old-fashioned, yeah.
Old-fashioned. Which reminds me, on Reddit I saw a picture of somebody using that to smoke out groundhogs.
It's frighteningly clever. We'll kill them with CO2 or get them to run away.
Anyway, let's go on to the next episode. Matt, what happened? Putting you on the spot here.
That's the one with the funny scene between Tommy and Arissa. Hold on.
Oh, you're rewatching that one?
I've got both of them pulled up because I knew we'd be doing this. All right, so it starts off at a debate, actually. I think, yeah, at a debate.
Yeah.
Or no. It's at Mayor Nikki's, I guess,
wake
ceremony.
Yeah, the wake. Yeah.
Yeah, the wake. There you go, wake. And yeah, it basically Daytac walks in and basically turns what was a wake into like a freaking debate.
Politician stunt, wasn't it? Which he's a douchebag, I have to say.
Tasteless.
Yeah, over the past couple episodes, I've grown to really hate him as a character.
Well, yeah, but that's indeed a good point. Like the first 3 episodes, he's more of this like tough guy, bad guy, but like I don't know, Tony Soprano-like figure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he was like more Dick Dastardly, and now he's just a complete and utter douche.
Egomaniac.
Yes. I would go on the lines of psychopath, especially after killing the Arathians.
Well, that's weird. Now that I think about it, so much happened in that episode. Like, I don't even know why they would have needed the filler episode.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different things happening. You've got the debate between Daytac and Amanda, and you got the whole thing with the Earth Republic going on behind the scenes.
They needed that episode to basically, like, in every episode, like, all the episodes so far, they've, like, gone into the backstory of each and every person in Defiance that plays a big role. The way I still see it is they basically did what Stargate Universe tried to do, but forced on the viewers, and instead now did it in small doses.
Yeah.
Which works out really well, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I do remember the crappy way they did that in SGO.
Such a good series, though.
Yes.
I really did enjoy it. Anyway.
Scott was awesome.
Aye. Which he was also in Defiance.
What? Whoa. Was he?
What?
What?
Was he?
What?
Dude, the astronaut. Is what
the
we're
astronaut.
Is that the same guy? No,
oh my
the
God,
Scottish
man.
guy.
No,
that's not the astronaut. That's not the astronaut. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the doctor.
No. He's not in Defiance. I would love him in Defiance.
He's a douche.
He's not a douche. He's awesome.
He plays Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time, and he plays it really well.
Yeah, but that's just weird. I just cannot see that guy in another role as not being a dick. It's just, I'm sorry. From this point on, in my eyes, that guy will always be a dick. An awesome dick, though, but yeah.
Yes, but anyway, where were we?
Quote that out of context.
Yeah, so that happened, and then what was it? Tommy and Arissa.
And Doc Huel being a part of that kind of scene, but not really directly.
I was just going to say, what show were you watching?
No, not. It was the parody. No.
Yeah, basically, they go and have some fun. They're in the middle of it. Then Doc Huel goes and does an experiment on the artifact that...
And it gets weird.
Yeah, and then it gets weird. Cause...
I love the fact that Tommy notices, like, what, a good 15 seconds after? Sorry, but there's a difference between pleasure and pain.
I love the line, "I can't feel my legs." I thought that was unnecessary to that scene. Because it was even after, like, it's the scene, like, you've already seen it turn like that, and they just threw it in right before it did, and you're like, really? Really?
Can I skip ahead a little bit and, like, talk about how awesomely happy I am that the artifact is actually not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that it is actually something alien that might or might not. Well, my theory at the moment is that it already was on Earth, because why would there else be like cave drawings of it? Like,
yeah.
Which would then imply that.
But then again, the mines are on Erathian, what was Erathian land, wasn't it? So it could have been the Erathians that drew them off.
True. And it was also an Erathian putting it in Orissa.
No, it wasn't.
Oh no, it was the Photon Snake guy.
It was the Castathan, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. It was the Castathan Snake guy.
No, but yeah, it's got to be something pretty sweet. It's going to be an interesting last episode.
Yes,
I have to say. No, but basically, she's done this thing. She got taken to Doc Yule, didn't she? And had an X-ray, and everything looked cool. But she put the X-ray into some kind of solution, didn't she? Which then brought out like another layer of
it did something. I guess that's what it did.
Yeah, just looked really weird, and then that must be the other one. Well, it was the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because this is the one where Nikki and Yule were in the car the 2 episodes earlier when Nikki told Doc Yule that she'd found it, and it's like, which one? So we already knew there was going to be at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I think there are only 2. If you look at the drawing,
the
person holds 2 in each hand, which I think sets up the season final pretty nicely. But what is it? Because I don't think it has to do with the terraforming.
I still think it does.
Well,
I still think it does.
I really think it does. What else could it be for? Is it just some kind? Well, it's called a genocidal machine, so there's that part. But still, but what else could it be used for?
Well, you've got to think there's 2 of them, and they've got some kind of sentient to it to be able to draw itself to the other one. So,
she has the visions and stuff like that. And whenever
it's soaked up.
Holds it, he can see his dead brother.
Yeah.
So
it soaked up the cold fusion, the cold fire weapon, all that energy.
Yeah.
It's got to be able to do something with energy as well.
Oh yeah, is that what she was trying to do? She was trying to destroy it?
No, I don't know.
What was she doing?
All I know is she's shooting it with a cold fire weapon, but we know that it didn't destroy it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It just made it go crazy. But yeah, see, I'm trying to think what else really happened in the episode. So Orissa starts getting visions of some. I don't understand what happened there.
She was getting visions of herself, wasn't she?
Yeah.
That's more to the end of the episode.
Oh well, no. There's one when she's in Doc Yule's lab, or med bay, or whatever you want to call it.
We haven't
she's
really
walking to the...
picked up the main bit of what happened in this episode, have we?
Have we?
No. Basically, when Stan was with Kenya, in the Need One, she was fiffing and faffing about, and she basically told Kenya that that Daytak was going to kill Amanda. So they end up putting everybody up on high alert, and when the debate happens outside, to get over the shame of not doing as he was told, Alec got one of his friends to go to shoot Amanda while she was doing the speech.
Yeah, and Nolan sees the guy and calls, which I thought this was a great scene, by the way, when he calls Gun, because it's almost like he's freaking out. Yeah. It's just the way they shot the scene. So Nolan pulls on him and shoots and kills him. And turns out And this was a great thing because I was so confused when this happened. When Nolan's walking toward the body, he gets hit with a paintball.
that must have been.
It was weird. But anyway, it turns out that kid, it was just a paintball gun.
What I don't understand, right? If there's security, right, and you have a paintball gun that looks like a sniper rifle,
yeah,
of course you're going to get shot. How stupid do you have to be to not see that coming?
I agree.
Well, this is the thing. Daytime knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, of course. But I mean,
the kid though didn't. Well, the kid was pretty stupid. Well, you could tell the kid was kind of stupid.
Yeah,
anyway.
okay. He was kind of.
He was a stoner.
Yeah, that was pretty much. He was the Castellan version of a stoner, I guess.
Well, he was smoking on a crack pipe, wasn't he?
Well, yeah. Well, then he was a Castellan stoner. Fine.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so basically Nolan shoots him, kills him, blah de blah, and then Daytak tries to get him stripped of lawkeeper status and everything like that. But Nikki turns around and said that she stands behind him 100%. Rafe agrees. What did I say?
You said Nikki.
Sorry, Amanda. Amanda says that Rafe agrees. One of the humans on the council agrees as well. And basically, Daytak pulls that one that people always pull, and I hate it, but he pulls the race card, didn't he?
Well,
he goes, maybe if his skin was 2 or 3 shades darker, he wouldn't have shot. I was like, what?
I don't know. Did you guys like the way that Nolan's background played such a huge role in the episode? Okay. No. Let me phrase it differently. Did you guys like the way he just threw in the towel and just kind of quit?
Yes, I did like that.
I like that because it was what's his name? It was him caring about the town, caring about the fights and stuff like that. So it's completely different to what he would have done, where he would have just jacked it. Well, he would. I believe he would have jacked it in anyway, or would have just killed Daytak and then buggered off. Still think he should just kill Daytak.
Yeah, why didn't he just kill Daytak?
Because it's his new self kind of thing, isn't it?
New self, reinvention.
Reinvention, settle down roots, have 2 ladies I could possibly get with. This is a good life. Anyway, so it goes through. Daytak gets hold of his sealed military records. This is where we find out how much in bed Daytak is with the E-Reps. And basically tries to play him to get Amanda to say something to try and save Nolan and then put her in bad light kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fight.
Mm-hmm.
Which was one of my favourite scenes in this episode. One that I've been waiting for so long.
One that was long overdue as well.
Yeah.
But who won that fight?
Nolan.
Okay.
Why you think Daytak did?
Well, because right in that scene with everyone standing around it, Nolan basically just proved who he is in the eyes of the people around that fight.
Right, if you're on about it like that...
Oh, that's... Oh, shut up. Who won the fight? Nolan won the fight.
Okay, so...
Nolan won the fisticuffs anyway.
No, but who... No, I don't agree with that, because who won, who gained the most out of that fight? That's Daytak.
Yeah, but
that's...
the physical fight...
The physical fight.
Nolan won. He beat the shite out of him.
Oh, dear. Yes. But I do agree with what Cal is saying. The way he's saying it, it's stupid.
I have to say, though, it was a nicely...
choreographed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't have to say it now. Fight.
Right.
I'm going to try it anyway. No, I'm not.
Question is, stuntmen or actual Tony Curry and Tony Curran and Grant Bowler?
I honestly wasn't paying attention. I can.
Most of the time, stuntman.
Well, if it's choreographed well, then it doesn't really have to be. Well, I guess the part where these gets pushed around.
The only bit that I think, there's two bits that I think could have been stuntman. The one where he falls down the stairs.
Yeah.
And the other one is at the very beginning when he goes, I'm going to enjoy this, and then does the flip stand.
Yeah.
And then, because his back's to the camera all the way down there, to where he uses the rail to kick.
Yeah.
That's the only bit that I could see really as a stuntman.
I actually don't know. Would be a nice question, actually.
I'm sure somebody asked it the other day on Twitter, but I haven't been able to find the answer to it. No, but I do like the way that Daytak went for the gun, and
I like the woozy he is.
Yeah, and then Nolan steps on it, picks the gun up, and then Arissa stops him. That's.
Oh, you mean at the end? Yeah, okay. Because at first he goes for the knife after Nolan drops his gun.
Yeah, and he just gets one good shot in there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, watching the scene again, I'm pretty sure that they use stuntmen.
Because with Hodor in chat, that he likes to see Arissa kicking Daytak in the face all day.
Yeah, that was really good.
What makes me laugh as well at the end when he's speaking to the E-Rep, his face is bruised and up to hell, which I thought was kind of cool.
Maybe someone needs to get creative and, like Game of Thrones where Joffrey gets slapped in the face.
I was thinking
we need to do that with Daytak.
Daytak gets kicked in the face for 10 minutes.
10 hours?
I don't know, it might
needs to be 10 hours.
It cuts a little bit too quick to do it. Well, I can just rewind it, be fine, yeah. Rewind it, watch it again, rewind it, watch it again.
Get on it, man.
No, I don't mess with kids.
Right, what else was there? Was there anything else in this episode?
I
think more it's just a bit about at the end where they go to leave.
Let's put it this way. At this point, Daytak is pretty much assured of winning the election. Like if the election is at the end of this episode, Daytak is the new mayor.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
He's in the process of signing the contract to give the mines to the Earth Republic, and he gets a hefty percentage of the mine's profits.
Yeah, but they are right. They're gonna, if the E-Reps did turn around and get Defiance, they would just turn it into a town where, like, the miners' wages would get cut and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, but
there is no but about it. That will be what happens.
Yeah, but the way I see it in the episode at the moment, that's not how the voters are thinking.
No.
Doesn't matter what will happen, matters what people think.
Aye.
Politics!
But anyway, in the end, Nolan and Arissa start packing up a roller to get out of town. And this is why I think that Doc Ewell is a secret sadist. Because she sets it up again, goes out onto the landing, and then watches Arissa just hit the deck.
Well,
I think she's just very practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, Nolan picks her up, takes us to Doc Ewell's office, where she says that it's a Voton. What did she call
Parasite.
it? A Voton parasite, and then says that they have to operate. The two things I thought it would have been nice to see if they started interlacing. The artifact in Arissa and then the artifact upstairs, like spread tentacles. I want to say tentacles or bits of it, and they started being attracted to each other.
What I found interesting is that Doc Ewell also looked surprised. She didn't really know what was going to happen or what was actually, exactly happening. Like how the artifact would come out. She just knew that, like, I have to cut and we'll then see what happens. And then all the, let's just call them tentacles kind of started coming out.
But this is the thing. This is what got me. If you have a look at like the flashbacks when they first got it, when they first placed it, there was tentacles coming out of her legs and everything without any cuts. So obviously it'll be able to pierce skin.
Well, I don't know if her cutting was what started that process. I think because what did she do after she cut?
Nothing.
She didn't do anything?
No. I think it was more of a proximity thing with them being so close. Because the one upstairs had already started filtering down.
Yeah, that's right. It comes right down through the... Yeah, it was probably just a proximity thing more than anything else.
But anyway, Arissa has another vision, and it's her herself telling her to get up. And she basically just beats 10 bells of crap out of Doc Huel, don't she?
I don't know, I just assumed something exploded. I didn't know what the crap happened, because Nolan walks in and everything's blown up. There's a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I basically think that from the sounds of the commotion, it was just her beating the hell out of her.
Oh, yeah. Nolan walks into... Oh, I'm sorry. Nolan walks into, and I don't see Doc Huel in that scene.
Yeah,
he is. She is.
She's sitting on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Basically on the floor next to the door, and he runs outside, and a villager tells him that Arissa ran that away, and he follows her. Now,
yeah, and then we cut to Arissa in the forest.
Yeah. Now that is some trippy stuff. It's basically following this vision all the way through the forest. And how surprised were you to see? Rin?
I was happily surprised.
I was happily surprised, but I was actually really surprised that she was actually in it. I didn't think she would go back.
But what is she about to do?
This is where a part of me thinks...
Find out next week at 9/8 Central.
This is a part of me where I think that maybe Arissa will get stabbed or something like that. Or whatever is in her will do something.
Fight back.
No. Rin is the person that spared him before due to like her moral code. And if you follow that code, she is not going to hurt Arissa.
Yeah, but the fact is, the whole line behind it was she saw Nolan, what Nolan had done to.
Yeah, but that wasn't Arissa's fault.
I know, but the line was, "I'm finding it hard to find a reason not to kill you."
Yeah, but I don't see her killing. I see that scene ending up with them both working together or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to end.
That or Doc Huel shows up and kills Ren, and that makes it the end of Ren coming back. But that would be extremely bad. That would be extremely bad, because then you bring a character back
for like 2 seconds.
For like 2 seconds, only for the fact of like the crossover from the game back into the series, and then kill it off. That would not make me happy.
No, that would kind of suck.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums up that episode. And if you watched the trailer for the next one, damn you shouldn't have done it like I did.
I did. Well, the only one I've seen so far was the one that I've said multiple times on the pod. I think it was like 3 or 4 episodes ago. And I haven't seen one since then.
Yeah, I didn't mean to watch it. I just sat there, then turned around, and it was there. I was like, son of a...
Yeah.
Anyway, that's about it for this one, isn't it?
Yep.
Unfortunately. Right, is there anything that you want to say to the guys out there? Cal?
I want to do a shout out to Norn Sixa, who helped us with the Portsman reference. And that's about it.
I just want to say to the people that listen to it, it's how many times do you say it? The DLCs are coming. They will be coming, and hopefully they will be as good as we all want them to be.
Yay. Happiness.
Come on, Matt. That needs to be more enthusiastic.
Yay! Happiness. Look.
And do you want to say anything, Matt?
No.
Nah, he's
looking
not
forward to Monday. That's all.
Yeah, can't wait for the next episode and can't wait for hopefully the 25th.
I will be so disappointed next week. I mean, it's just the end of Defiance Season 1, guys.
If they live, oh my god, if they end on a cliffhanger.
I'm going to rate so hard in that next week podcast if they end on a cliffhanger.
What's really annoying me as well, this is just going slightly off topic, Warehouse 13 finishes for me next week.
Okay, so random question because I haven't been watching that show, but I need to. Is that the last season, or is it just this season ending?
Warehouse 13 is on its last season. Yes. Well, they say that every year, so I.
Have they seriously said it more than once?
Well, and then the petitions start, and then they say like, well, we'll cut the episodes from 12 to 5, and then they do one more season. So I'm still expecting a movie to be made or something like that.
Here's the funny thing about Warehouse 13. So I watched the first season when it was airing, and I was so angry that I thought, I guess this is a spoiler, but this is really old. They make like they've killed Artie at the end of season 1, and I was so disappointed I literally stopped watching the show. and then I find out like 2 years later that, he's not dead. I'm like, oh, you stupid. At that point, I wasn't as familiar with how TV works, and I'm like, or how television series works. I'm like, of course they're not going to kill him. This was, of course, before Game of Thrones started airing, which completely changed my mind about that. But there's something I do want to say, and this is in relation to. By the way, that was my chair. This is in relation to sci-fi, guys, sci-fi friends, people over at sci-fi. No matter how many times you air Godzilla 98 and Catwoman 2004, the movies aren't going to get any better. So please, stop it. I swear, they have aired Godzilla 98 so many times in the past week. It's ridiculous.
But Matt.
Like, I can deal with the cheesy sci-fi movies, but not Godzilla 98.
Matt, it's a classic. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's a classic.
Oh god, it's a classic.
Just like Jaws is a classic. It doesn't matter that you see that the
Jaws isn't terrible though.
Well, yes it is. The fin is like from a cardboard box. Give me a break.
It is when you've seen it like a bajillion times because you studied it in college.
Oh yeah, then I guess it's terrible.
Right, we shall leave it there, I think. Matt, where can you find us in one breath?
You can find us at Defiance-Central.com, Facebook.com/community.DefianceCentral, Twitter.com/DefianceCentral, YouTube.com/Defiance Central TV. You can also find our personal Twitters at Twitter.com/Jimbo3D, Twitter.com/DefianceCal, Twitter.com/MattTrek, also Calber.com, Cal streams and stuff. He does some other stuff. By the way, hi CalStream. Also, we all put out YouTube stuff. I do it more than they do.
At the moment.
Well, I mean, it's because it's my main thing. Like Cal streams, you do stuff. And
I work.
Work. Cal streams, I do YouTube. So you can check out all our personal YouTube channels. They're all linked on the featured channel area of the new stupid YouTube layouts. But you can check that out at Defiance Central TV over on YouTube. And I think that's it. I think I have said everything.
Right then. So, thank you very much, guys. And we'll speak to you next week. Say bye, guys.
Nope.
God.
No, really, I'm not doing it.